Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yoki Man here, and we're back for our... Well, literally this is our first episode since the other episode was the intro to our Sunderland career mode for FIFA 16. I'm happy, I'm excited, and we're going to kick it off, I think, with the training. If I remember correctly. Oh no, because I realised at this point you can't do training on match day, which is a little bit strange, a little bit frustrating as well. Why can't I do training on match day? But in this episode we're going to get into a few inquiries of players because the squad, man, this squad, you will see in these pre-season friendlies, world class this year, definitely upped itself. It's so much more difficult. The way teams play, and I mean sometimes you can have complete dominance. The goalkeepers is so much more difficult to beat, and you'll have such dominance, and then they'll go through and they'll just score a goal that just makes you want to scream and rage. But look at them having that faraway shot there, and Volland, a player who I would like, but he would set us back far too much. We just do not have that change. But this is nice. This is a a new bit they've got there. The player debuts, the fact that the transfer fee you paid and whatnot. But look at him here, they're all over me. Pantillamon's going to come out like a beast, and look at it, he clears that one. I was a little bit worried at first that he was going to slide in and get himself sent off. I don't know if he'd been sent off in that position, but it wouldn't go well. Lens here has a fantastic run, manages to nip the ball back, he keeps going, and I don't know guys, I thought that was a penalty. You guys might not think that, but I thought that was a penalty. But anyway, at half-time it's 0-0 against Hoffenheim, and Hoffenheim are a pretty good squad compared to ours, so I went too downbeat about it there. They're having another far shot, but look, as you can tell in the highlight package, there's not much for me to show, but this is unlucky. I mean, the fact that it bounces off of O'Shea and goes straight to Kevin Canray, or Canray, he's actually Turkish but German. But the fact that he goes straight back, and then again Volland deflects off MV here and goes straight back to him. It was just little deflections like that. Everything seemed to go Hoffenheim's way, not my way. Nothing went my way. But they have another shot there, and Pantillamon actually did quite well, and so did the defence, to be honest with you. It could have been a much worse defeat than this. I mean, we didn't really deserve to get anything, and after that I was like trying to jazz myself up, like get myself going, because I was like, right, so this cannot happen in the next game. There's no way that this can happen, because this is really bad. We get a transfer offer through here for Stephen Fletcher, which Stephen Fletcher is not actually a player that I'm openly willing to sell, especially considering that we've only got Danny Graham, Stephen Fletcher, Fabio Borini, and Jermaine Defoe. I mean, when you're naming your four strikers, that is not the four strikers you want to be naming. I did consider for a minute, like, oh, should I counter? I like to counter and get good money, but I was like, for the money I'm going to get, there's no point. We'll keep Stephen Fletcher. He'll be good, squad backup. We're going to inquire here about some players, especially these strikers here, Kennedy, Welbeck, Pato, Remy, see if we can get any of them in, because we're really going to need to start strengthening the squad now, guys, because we can't keep going on like this. It's coming into the season. I was like, I need some, especially on the wings. Johnson's not got any speed. He just seems slow. Johnson just seems like a really slow player. So I was like, we definitely need to get some players in. I put an inquiry in for Ruben Neves. I thought Neves would be fantastic. York Campbell, they said they want 7 million. If you remember, he was a bit of a beast in our Barnsley career mode early on, and what I'd carried on playing before it got deleted. He did really, really well, especially in the second season. So definitely going in for him. Bertrand Traore, I know, turns out to be an absolute legend. He's only 19. He'd be great youth for this squad. Alexander Pato, 21 million. I mean, I was like, no, definitely not. I'm willing to, spend money, not necessarily break the bank, but spend money on Pato, because I like him. He's a good player, and he's only 25 and 80 rated. That's like good. And I know Ruben Neves is brilliant as well, but we can't afford to be like smashing out big fees for these players. So I have to be really clever and tactical on how much I'm going to spend, and the way I'm going to go about spending it, because I can't spend a fortune on any player. But we come into the game against Hertha upbeat, feeling it. I'm ready to get my first goal as Sunderland manager. I'm ready for us to do, something, anything that involves us not losing this game. I want the money more than anything. I took this task because I really needed the money, and I didn't know how bad the Sunderland squad was. We come close there early on with, I think that was... Who was that? But look at this for a penalty. Do you guys think this was a penalty? This, look. Oh. Yeah, it was. Van Aanholt takes him out. It was definitely a penalty. And this goal. I wasn't happy. I mean, this is not the way it was supposed to start. So I'm raging, right, we're getting back into this, and Villa, Defoe's shot is blocked. I thought it was a handball. I've turned handballs on for everything because that's the rules of the games, but they've come in here and Hagaguchi, whatever his name is, he scores, and them just went into over there. I was getting really angry. It was Catamo before, sweaty palms, but Catamo comes straight back and scores. So in the first half we've had 3 goals already, and this is most games in FIFA at the minute are actually quite low scoring. You don't see many high scoring games, and then second half we just pushed and pushed. I was doing anything but Jones getting that shot there, and Jones is not the guy that you want having that shot there. Johnson again here, a little bit of footwork. Rodwell has a shot, great save, and it just didn't seem like it was going to be our day. I knew if we got a draw, then there'd be the off chance that if we win our last game that we could go through, but we lost 2-1. We're already out of the International Cup, guys, with 0 points, and we've only scored 1 goal, 3 against us. It's just not good enough. But now we're going to hop into training. For the majority of the time I've been contemplating what I want to do for training, who I want to train. I realised I want to get Jeremy Lens to 80. Once I've got him to 80, then I'll start looking at youngsters. But there's no youngsters in the squad yet that I look at and I think, right, I want to use you. He comes out with really bad scores as well, which didn't impress me too much. But there's no one there yet. There's no one in the squad that I think, I want you to be a star. If Bertrand Traore comes in, obviously, then that might be a different story. But Remy, again, the same as Pato. 21.5 million, that's too much. They don't want to sell Kennedy, and we probably won't get Kennedy because Kennedy has just recently joined the club, so he won't move again, which is a bit of a shame because Kennedy would be a great signing. Danny Welbeck, I think he's obsolete for Arsenal. I think he's a good enough player for Sunderland. He could thrive here and become another ex-Man United reject to join the Sunderland ranks, because that seems to be the thing that's done here. And Charlie Masonda we looked at, but he just doesn't look good. With training he'd be okay, but I don't have time right now to be worrying. I need first team players, so that's what I need to be worried about. Fletcher said he's worried about speculation, but he shouldn't worry about it because he's not going anywhere. Joel Campbell, £4 million. I was like, this is my deal. This is a good deal. So we're going to offer him a contract. We offer 10,000 less than what he wanted. Chelsea find the 6.5 million price tag worthy of Bertrand Traore, but with that, no, I'm not paying that. I want the guy. I want 2 strikers, and then we will offload. Obviously, Danny Graham's going to be offloaded, and then maybe we may look at Fletcher going. Sao Paulo again trying to barter. They're like, no, 21 million or bust. No, I can't spend 21 million on Pato. And Ruben Neves, again, they said was too low, which I understand. 2.4 million wasn't a lot of money, so I up it to 4.4 in the hopes that Ruben Neves will become a Sunderland player very soon. We're going to be coming up against, is it Saint Etienne, I believe, in the next episode. We're not going to play that one today. I'm going to leave that for the next episode, and we will probably get I final little bits of transfer dealings done in the next episode as well, which is fantastic. Just getting some scout reports here and basically going through them. Joe Allen looks promising and leaving off some inquiries. How have you found it, guys? How have you found the transfer market, trying to find out players that are going to fit your squad and what you want for your team? Because I found it pretty tough, to be honest with you. It's been pretty tough going. This was difficult, trying to figure out and plug, especially when you need a lot of players. Trying to plug the holes that you need the players in. I found it really tough, and we've still not really properly looked at a left back, which I definitely need to start doing and contemplating. I think you'll see that in the next episode, but we need a left back, so we're going to go back in for Remy. We're going to go back in for all the players. But anyway, guys, that will be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.